Hello.
Cookie.
What? There are some cookies?
I have a cookie. I have a cookie, and the cookie has chocolate in it.
Oh, well. Happy cookie.
Happy day off tomorrow for those in the US.
Yee! Very much happy day off. If you have a day off.
I'm like, the holiday is controversial, but days off are less controversial.
Well, not everybody gets a day off, too.
Yeah. But most people get the day off tomorrow.
I'm gonna be staying home and
Mm-hmm.
doing nothing. It's gonna be wonderful.
Yeah, there's, I guess, fewer people who get Friday off, sadly.
Yes.
They have to work that shit show.
That terrible day.
Also, some places that apparently just don't give the other day off. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah?
For those who have the day or days off, happy day off. And for all the rest of the world, we're jealous of your parental leave. So let us have this. Is how I'm gonna go with. Arrived safely on Sunday, and y'all were delightful company. Hi, Pie! I'm glad you arrived safely.
Yes, I'm very glad you arrived safely.
Hope the trip was alright.
Yeah. I'm glad that you podcasted us in that way. And I don't even remember what we talked about. What did we even talk about on Sunday?
We supposed to remember our random babble? I got my house's heat fixed. Made pie and rolls.
Pie made pie?
Made pie. Wait, is that cannibalistic?
I didn't want to say it.
I mean, you called it out.
I called it out, but I didn't want to use that word.
I've been also asked to make a pie for Friendsgiving, but I don't know if I'm gonna really have enough time, so we're gonna see how that goes.
Yeah. Pie made
pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie.
Sounds good.
I know I have my tabletop group was mentioning a Friendsgiving, but I think they're all away, and I don't think they're planning on doing it afterwards.
Yeah.
So I don't care. I don't know. I don't really like celebrating holidays, so homemade from
Yes,
scratch.
please show me the picture of the pie. I too may end up needing to make a pumpkin pie. Because I feel like pumpkin's easier than some of the other kinds of pie.
Maybe.
There are options, I suppose.
I don't know.
I mean, technically, I could make instant pudding and stick that in a pie shell and call it a day. But I don't think that's what my friend was asking for.
Ooh.
Wow, those look so good. Those rolls look really interesting. They look very fluffy.
Fluffy!
I mean,
so fluffy.
If you're willing to share your recipe, I always like looking at recipes. I'm shit at actually following recipes, but I like looking at them. Come to think of it, I still haven't tried that challah recipe that you shared forever ago. I meant to, but it just, like, I'm also really bad at pre-planning. These rolls are soaked in butter. Well, that's why they're delicious. That's the whole point, right?
How do you define
Wait, is my voice coming through okay?
Yeah, I mean, they can hear you.
Okay.
Sometimes,
It's just,
sometimes it does cut out, but like right now you're fine.
Okay. Yeah, I know that you've mentioned being quieter or something on laptop, so.
Yeah, no, right now you're totally fine. Earlier when we were talking pre-stream, you cut out a few times, which is why I'm like, what did you say? But right now you're totally fine.
So you missed my whole rant.
No, I didn't miss your whole rant. I was actually I was face palming.
Parts of it.
I was face palming. Look.
Anyway. Thanks, Pie.
I'm just glad I don't have work the rest of the week, and I don't have to deal with people the rest of the week. Because work sucks. People suck.
Like, I don't have to deal with work for the rest of the week, but I'm sort of suddenly ending up going to one Friendsgiving. I guess probably after I leave house sitting, I have to go home, like, prep Brussels sprouts to take over. And I think the plan is for me to bake them there at my friend's house.
Wow.
And then I have a thing on Friday night. So as I said, I probably won't be around to stream Friday. And then Saturday I have another Friendsgiving. That was the original Friendsgiving before a bunch of other stuff came up that made it get moved to Saturday.
Wow.
And I have, for that one, I've been asked to make a side and a pie, specifically. The other one was just like, just let me know what you're bringing. So, like, I can do Brussels sprouts. That's pretty reasonably fast. I just have to, like, chop the ends off and cut them in half or something, put some bacon in, and then, like, bring it over. So that's not too bad, but asked to make both mashed potatoes and pie, and I was like, this is from a friend who owns like an actual potato masher or something. So I'm like, I really shouldn't be the one to make mashed potatoes. You're the one with the masher. So then she said to bring some kind of side, and I'm like, all right, I'll try. I'll let you know. We'll see.
Wow.
I don't know what I'm gonna have time for at this rate.
You're so popular.
You keep saying that, but it's like 2 friends.
You're so popular.
It's like 2 friends.
Yeah, and?
It's your line. That's what.
Now I'm laughing. The next night, I sit alone at my desk, writing. I'm reviewing emergency first aid methods and gun construction plans Victor and Van Helsing taught me, respectively.
Victor didn't teach you the gun construction plans?
Yes. I mean, Van Helsing would probably be good at emergency first aid.
Van Helsing probably knows emergency first aid. I don't know if good at is the term I'd use, but he probably knows it. Gun construction plans from Victor, though.
Wouldn't surprise me too much.
Operates.
If I can remember my first aid properly, I can avoid any confusion in the heat of the moment. Enter a song here. And knowing guns construction can lead to knowing how to handle an opponent who is carrying a gun. None of this knowledge is for direct application, but knowing it will help me make calm decisions when the time comes. This is what I've been told, anyway. But they could be lying.
could just be wrong.
I wonder how long it's been. I stretch a little and open the window to let the night breeze in. Then...
Victor.
Anyway, I hope all of everyone in chat's been having a pretty decent week.
Hopefully.
I see Victor out in the yard. Whatever he's thinking, he's just sitting silently, unmoving.
He's dead.
Ah, yes, the dead Frankenstein boy.
Don't worry, we can revive him by stitching a bunch of pieces together.
That's not what Frankenstein's about. I'll consider what to do for a while, then decide to join him in the yard. There is something I want to tell him. When I arrive, Victor still doesn't show any indication that he'll move. I try waiting for a little while, but nothing changes. So I decide to speak up.
This is a repeat functioning, and yeah, that would help. That would certainly help. It would certainly be a useful thing for it to do.
Yeah, that functioning heat is very helpful.
Like, preferably, right?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
A little bit. Aren't you going to sleep, Victor?
I mean, I like the cold, but like functioning heat's kind of like pretty helpful.
I mean, I also like the cold, but half the fun of the cold is when you walk in from the cold into a nice warm building. And if the building is not warm, then you're just stuck with cold.
See, that's...
Which is still better than being stuck with, like, hot weather, I think.
Yes.
But, like, it's still helpful to have a properly heated home. Whoa.
It seems he didn't notice me walk up so close to him. He almost drops his book in surprise.
Oh, sorry. I didn't think I'd scare you so much.
Temperature controllers. Chef's kiss.
Sorry about that. I was just thinking about something and didn't realize you were there.
Also, hello, Melik.
Hi, Melik. Oh, what are you doing here? Did you come to feel the night breeze?
So when I don't know why I thought of this, on Monday when I was hanging out with friends, somehow we started talking about, like, when we were watching something, we, like, somebody brought up, like, Pokemon or, somebody asked me which Pokemon game I'm getting. Of the new ones. And I'm like, I don't remember, I ordered it months ago. It's just supposed to arrive and it hasn't. That's pissing me off.
That's the bigger problem.
Yeah. And
presently the Pokemon game you've received is neither.
Yeah. And one of the friends is like, oh man, like I still need to like play one at some point. And I'm just like, we still need to sit you down and like actually teach you how to Pokemon. Like teach people how to Pokemon. Because they're like, yeah, all I know is like some of the Pokedex entries where Pokemon come and like steal children away and murder them. I'm like, yeah. Pokedex entries are messed up.
I stepped away for a second, came back to steal children away and murder them.
Pokedex entries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A bunch
I mean, that's what some of them do.
That's what...
Or like, wasn't that Abra's like a child that just woke up as a Pokemon one day?
No, that's I don't think that's... No, is Abra that?
I think it was Abra.
I need to look that up real quick. Let me look it up on my phone. I know there's like a tree that What? Oh, is that Kadabra? I know there's
Oh,
like...
maybe it was Kadabra?
I know
I don't know. I'm
there's...
checking now.
There's, one of the, like, Phantom or something. There's, like, a dead child possessing a tree. Or something like that. Let's see. Let's go to Kadabra. Game data?
I feel like it's more disturbing that apparently, on top of that, Casey's, or Abra's Japanese name is Casey.
Yeah, and
That really just implies that it's like a child.
In Emerald, specifically, it's Emerald. Was the earliest that this was found in. It says, it is rumored that a boy with psychic abilities suddenly transformed into Kadabra when he was assisting research into extrasensory powers.
Oh no, it's the one I'm looking at is
Fire Red.
Fire Red, which is closer to what I remember it is.
Okay.
It happened one morning. A boy with extrasensory powers awoke in bed, transformed into a Kadabra.
Which is very different from its red and blue Pokedex entry, which was just, it emits special alpha waves from its body that induce headaches.
Yeah, in Fire Red, they apparently just decided, like, you know what? You want to traumatize a child? Let's traumatize a child today.
What? I think Phantom is very similar to that. Yeah, these Pokemon are created when spirits possessed rotten tree stumps. And then Y specifically says, according to old tales, these Pokemon are stumps possessed by the spirits of children who died lost in a forest.
Well, there's also...
Which is weird, because... Hypno's entry in one of them is it lures children into the forest. So Hypno lures them in, they die, and then become Phantom.
Here it was. Drifloon.
Yes.
Pearl. It tugs on the hands of children to steal them away. However, it gets pulled around instead. But then, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. It is whispered that any child who mistakes a Drifloon for a balloon and holds on to it could wind up missing.
Does one of them...
that around? Wait, I just saw the Ultra Sun, entry for it. Its round body is stuffed with souls and expands each time it leads someone away.
Oh, that is terrifying.
Some of these are truly like, did you want to traumatize a child today? Because we're going to.
Was it? Oh wow, X literally says it's a Pokemon formed by the spirits of people and Pokemon. So the spirits of Pokemon and people mixed together make a ghost type that then steals children.
Yup.
What?
Wasn't there an earlier generation Pokemon too that also was like, oh, this is like a dead child?
I don't know. Well, no,
Ultra Sun for its evolution is there's a rumor that if you catch a Drifblim floating on the wind at dusk, you'll be carried away to the afterlife.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how early that would be. Where they're like, oh, this was a dead person.
Oh.
Because I'm trying to think of any, like, early ghost types that would have been, like, people. Because Ghastly's not. don't even remember.
Wait, I just want to read this because it's not the same by
Yeah.
any means, but
Yeah.
I just think that this is like hilariously creepy. For what it looks like. And I'm gonna let you guess which one it is. So this is from Stadium. Appears to attack people who get lost in the mountains. Said to be the culprit behind shadows that laugh in the moonlight.
If it's Stadium, it's a Gen 1 Pokemon. A mountain Pokemon. Laughs in the night. And attacks people? See that? I know it's not going to be right, but it sounds like a Primeape. Pokedex entry.
Gengar.
Oh, that also makes sense.
Also, I just want to say, in Silver, the Gengar Pokedex entry straight up says that they, like, kill people.
Yeah.
To steal the life of its target. It slips into the prey's shadow and silently waits for an opportunity.
No, so that's
it just straight up murders people.
No, so that's actually a thing in the Pokemon Adventures manga. They take a lot of inspiration from the Pokedex entries. So, like, when Agatha's involved, who's, like, more of a villainous character, like, her Gengar literally seeps into people's shadows, sucks away their life force, and while they're, like, drowsy, pops up and starts beating them to death. People and Pokemon. Like... yeah.
Pokemon.
Messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. And then there's like some of the legendaries where it's like, yeah, and if this legendary is like nearby, you're gonna have the worst nightmares of your life. Because
I love ghost Pokemon. They're terrifying. If you read the actual entries, they're fucking terrifying.
Oh, yeah. Like, there's a legendary Darkrai where it's literally the Pearl entry is just this Pokemon will make people see horrific nightmares. And it's just like, good. So when you have nightmares, there's just a Pokemon around you.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, that's the best thing ever. Aside from ghost types, I wonder if it's psychic that have the worst entries. I don't know. I mean...
I feel like they're both, like, pretty up there.
I mean, there was also, like, what was it, like, Raichu or, like, Jolteon or something in the original that they said, like, yeah, this has enough energy to kill, enough electricity inside of it to kill an elephant.
I mean, I feel like it can vary. It can totally vary, because it's also like, alright, who else here was fucked up as a child with the thought that if Charmander's tail went out, they were gonna die?
Oh man, the anime made that so, like...
It was such a thing. It was so sad.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because a lot of the ghost and psychic ones are like... The well-known ones are like, they lead children into the woods, or this spirit is possessing a thing.
They're leeching away your life force. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the nature of it.
Yeah, and it's like, I get it, but like...
Wait, what are Dark-type Pokemon's Pokedex entries like? Are they fucked up or are they just goth?
It probably will depend on the Pokemon. I wonder what is Ball Toys Pokedex entry? Like a little clay doll. I did find this one for Serena from Sun. Its long and striking legs aren't just for show, but to be used to kick with skill. In victory, it shows off by kicking the defeated. Being boisterously. Like, I've beaten you. Oh my gosh. So I'm just gonna keep kicking you while you're down.
Yeah, I feel like dark Pokemon are just goth. They're not like how ghost ones are fucked up as fuck, but they're just like kind of goth.
What's Mischievous?
I think Mischievous is ghost.
Yeah. Oh, it's just
wait, this is a new gen Pokemon?
Which game? Or which Pokemon?
Impidimp.
Oh yeah, that's from Sword and Shield.
Sorry, like, what kind of name is Impidimp?
Impidimp, I forget what the second one, then it's like Grimjaw or something like that. Yeah, Absol is basically just misunderstood, where it's like it shows up at the wrong time and
Absol's just emo.
Where it shows up at the wrong time and people are like, it's causing natural disasters.
Yeah.
But I mean, Impidimp is literally just, it likes to play tricks because it's based on an imp.
Yeah, but I'm just like, what kind of name is Impidimp?
I mean, oh yeah, the fully
They're just like, we give up. Name it something. I don't fucking know.
Oh, don't you know? There's a teapot Pokemon. What's it called? It's something.
I mean, to be clear, Garbodor is also a trash name.
I mean, yeah. Oh, well, that's terrifying. Grimmsnarl's Pokedex entry basically just makes me be like, oh yeah, Sinistea. But Grimmsnarl, which is the fully evolved form of Impidimp, I'm just like, so Grimmsnarl is Bayonetta? Because it says, the hair wrapped around its body helps to enhance its muscles.
Yeah.
Its hairs work like muscle fibers. When its hairs unfurl, they latch onto opponents, ensnaring them as tentacles. But I'm like, that's basically just Bayonetta at that point. Like, a little bit different, because Bayonetta's was, like, clothing or whatever.
But today the reason we're neglecting Code Realize is Pokemon. Also, this one's just depressing. Zoroark Shield is seeking to ease the burden of solitude. Lonely trainers tell Zoroark to show illusions to them.
Oh!
Like, that's so depressing.
Oh, yeah, Polteageist is the evolved form. And then Sinistea is the baby. Where Sinistea, it literally, one of the Pokedex entries is literally, this Pokemon is said to have been born when a lonely spirit possessed a cold, leftover cup of tea.
This line, like, a while ago.
Oh, did you? I didn't hear you that.
I did. A while ago. I read it before you started talking about Pokemon.
My brain didn't hear.
I was studying in my room when I saw you out here. You were studying this late? It's good that you're enthusiastic about learning, but don't overwork yourself.
One day we'll finish Code Red Eyes. One day.
And we have to go through all the other routes.
Yeah, but we can like hit the skip button more.
More
than none.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you hit it by accident. Alright, but it's fun to review all the things that everyone has taught me, and very beneficial as well.
And now the stream has devolved into random noises.
They default like this isn't the default.
This is all of my fault, as always.
I see. You're a hard worker. And you need to be the same way.
Little did I know Peeker was in this game. See, the thing is, I've never actually seen the Muppets, but I know what Beaker looks like. Oh yeah, and the little grub babies from Hollow Knight, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I've been watching my friend's cats for the first half of this week. I'm going home tomorrow, but like, so she's described one of them as likes to sing. And I was like, yeah, he likes to sing all morning and all night. All day, all night. She's like, oh, sorry, like, I hope he's not keeping you up too much. And I'm like, oh, it's fine. I sing right back. Really? I should be apologizing because I'm encouraging him.
Stop encouraging the cats.
Thank you. Uh-huh. For what? For thinking about everyone. If your suggestion works out, it'll guarantee safety for all of us. Then it'll be easier to find something about Father. It's nothing. I'm just thinking about my own safety. Even so, it's still going to save us all as a result. That's why I wanted to thank you.
Except it might not save you. But I'm not thinking about that.
Thank you, Victor. You shouldn't be thanking me. I'm a horrible person.
Mood. I don't understand why he would say this, or what is so horrible about him.
I think you're a very respectable person.
Victor looks so incredibly sad that I want to make him smile. Somehow.
You're very kind and considerate and smart and courageous. I respect you so much. That's kind of you to say. I never thought that someone would say that about me.
Victor smiles his usual smile, but it seems like an act, and more fragile than ever before.
And right there, that sentence is the summary of my type in dating sims. Yes? Yes, Sharky?
Nothing. You're not wrong.
I've acquired a third favorite that's the same. I'm starting to sense a pattern here. Third? Maybe more than third. Probably more than third.
Pattern recognition is a very good thing to have.
Hmm?
Pattern recognition is a very good thing to have.
Uh-huh. Alas, it only applies to fictional guys.
Oh.
Huh?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Do you have comments, questions, concerns?
Wah.
Alright, let's call it a night. Staying up late isn't good for us.
It's Satan.
Hmm?
Staying up late isn't good.
That's the point. Alright, let's go.
I'm worried about Victor, but it's probably not my place to step in any further than I already have. I turn around to see Victor still sitting in the same spot.
Victor, aren't you going back to your room? Oh, right. I just thought maybe I'll sit here and think for a little while longer.
Thinking is hard. ...
Would it be alright if I sat next to you? Why?
Man, last stream and this stream is just all you.
Uh-huh.
Man, you can solo this. You're great.
No, I can't. Nope. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. For one thing, if I solo it, I'd end up canceling every other stream. Even more than I already do.
There's been a few times it was because of me.
Uh-huh.
Like on the 7th. Where you said...
And there are sometimes it's because of me.
Where you said, and I quote, Sharky's work is a butt.
Yeah, it wasn't because of you. It was because of your workplace. They're butts.
I mean, I was just tired.
Hmm?
And I had a headache.
Yeah, because they made you work starting at like 7 a.m. on a Sunday and then nearly didn't pay you the overtime for it.
No, the work was started at 8. I just had to wake up at 7 because, like...
Okay, they still made you get up to work at like 8 on a Sunday.
Or that time Sharky got abducted by the work gerbils? Wait, I remember this, but I also don't remember this. When what? Like, I remember there was gerbils involved. I just don't remember this.
Where they go, me, me,
Yeah, they go, and this is why people don't show up. Or do show up, I don't know.
Why? Just because. I honestly don't remember most of the specifics either. You know, I feel like that's the point. Just because.
As long as Sharky's work gerbils doesn't catch on as a thing.
Well, now it will.
Victor laughs, and this time his smile is very natural. The next day. Alright, everyone.
Gerbils that might have been giant gerbils. They had taken you hostage so you couldn't stream.
Because we love you, we wouldn't be here if we didn't enjoy this!
They enjoy the madness. Hey look, it's finally a Sharky line. From like in character. Not just narration.
Not just this voice where I just keep saying the same things all over again.
The same cadence.
The same cadence and nothing really changes because I am a boring person.
I mean, you could change up the cadence.
Never. Because I am a boring person. Yeah, I do remember something about, like, something gerbils, and that's why I couldn't stream, but I don't know if it had to do with...
Like, yeah, we've had this conversation. Do I remember what the conversation specifics were? No. But there were gerbils.
Sharky, I don't have time to spend on things I don't like. So please, trust that I am here because it brings me joy.
I wish I had time for things I do like. Let alone the things I don't like.
That's why I just spent time playing Final Fantasy XIV. It's both.
Final Fantasy 2 is?
I'm so sad about that wasted hour of my life. I need to finish that. I might finish that tomorrow. Because
I waste a lot of hours of my life. I should stop doing that.
Yeah, you should. You should play more video games.
I should, but there's also other things I need to do with my life. There's too many things.
Yeah, I still need to, like, edit, upload, cry myself to sleep.
I simultaneously feel like I don't do enough things and also like I do too many things.
You do way too many things.
But do I?
Yes.
Do I do enough things? I don't know if I do enough things.
You literally couldn't be doing more things.
But I technically could.
You wouldn't have enough hours of your day at that point.
If I just spent all of my free time being not free, then
you wouldn't know.
Then I would get an A+ in
needing
productive, a thing that is both possible and normal to want to achieve.
That's not a thing.
Have you know that meme, right?
No.
You at least recognize my meme?
No.
Oh, did I bungle the meme?
I don't know memes. Sharky don't know meme?
A thing that is both normal to want and possible to achieve.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
An A in friendship.
What?
Let me... You read your line, I'll find the meme.
Alright, everyone. There's no time like the present. I scraped together all the information I could to create our plan. Lupin is speaking to us as we gather around the dining table for breakfast. Ah, right. That meme. The dark circle under his eyes are probably due to that hard work.
Natalie understands me.
Sorry. There's something that you have to remember. I don't meme.
Shall I read you the meme?
I won't understand.
Or at least this instance of the meme. Unclear if this is the origin of the meme, but my therapist laughs at a joke I said. Me, to myself. This is great. I'm going to get a good grade in therapy. Something that is both normal to want and possible to achieve.
Okay. Sure.
I think it's a meme. I've seen it around.
I can't really say yay or nay. Just okay. So as to how we will accomplish the goal of getting Victor to negotiate with Queen Victoria.
Victor and Victoria.
For starters, the biggest problem is probably finding a way to meet her.
My therapist was impressed with me, making my own pie from scratch. I felt like my teacher had put my work on a bulletin board.
Also, yes, Shane, I've seen that
Chad
meme.
understands me.
Well, sorry, your co-streamer doesn't understand anything.
That's fine. You're not the co-streamer to understand my memes. Could we send her a letter? It would be safe.
I wasn't brought in to understand memes. I was brought in for my bad voice acting.
Uh-huh. I mean, that's, like, literally true.
That's like literally the truth. I don't even know how we started doing it, like where we came up with the idea on Discord.
We were just playing Hotful Boyfriend over Discord.
Yeah, but I don't.
That's how that happened.
Yeah, but I don't even know why we started doing that other than you had nothing to do and I had nothing to do.
Was it fun? I don't know. I don't remember.
It was 3 years ago.
We decided to. We just did okay.
It's not okay.
Difficult. If we can't trust the messenger, it's doubtful that the letter will reach her.
Right. It probably wouldn't be effective. When you set out to blackmail someone, you need to make it clear you have power. We need a method that'll make them think that we won't go down easy. We have to make ourselves look strong, even if it's fake. Make ourselves look strong? How exactly do we go about doing that? Stop being vague and give us an example. In short, we're going to raid Buckingham Palace and confront Her Majesty the Queen in person. Okay, so we were correct in saying a house full of the stupidest geniuses.
Yes. Look, I said this on purpose.
Buckingham Palace, the home of Queen Victoria, is considered a palace during this time period, though a number of buildings have been built on its location throughout the years.
And maybe, someday, the current queen will finally fucking die.
I really should have taken a drink.
Hmm?
I said I really should have taken a drink.
Or shouldn't have.
Apparently, note to Sharky, never drink.
Always drink. You're hanging out with me. I have alcohol right now. There's no work tomorrow.
I'm not drinking alcohol.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Oh, a raid? What are you, crazy? You're gonna turn the entire country against us.
Oh, wait, knowing Lupin, there is a chance of success here, isn't there?
Like 0.5%? Lupin smiles confidently and spreads a large blueprint across the table. This is the layout of Buckingham Palace. It's the center of the administration and the royal family's personal residence. Wait!
Is it the same one?
It's literally the same thing!
It's the same one?
What?
Bug? Probably a bug.
My instinct would go, flower! Wrong game.
Game!
It's not his game.
I'd be fascinated to talk to one of the Japanese Hotome devs in our stream chat, but I don't think that's about to happen. Because for one thing, we don't stream in Japanese.
No.
Except for that time that I insisted on trying to read that one character's lines all in Japanese because they were translated. And I was like, no, I'm translating it back.
We're
One exception.
Queen Victoria usually stays within the heavily guarded palace, so we'd never be able to reach her directly. In a sense, she's tougher to get to than Finnis.
Yes.
However, there will be an opportunity coming up when Victoria makes a public appearance for a knighting ceremony.
Knighting ceremony. It is said that the Queen holds these ceremonies in order to impress the common people with the power of the royal family.
Ah yes, the power of designating titles that don't mean anything.
The power of my dad was a king, my mom was a queen. Therefore, I have the power to do whatever the fuck I want.
Why? Because apparently God says so.
I said so. I said God said, so you have to believe.
Yep,
What is that exactly? What is that? What's a naming ceremony? I've never heard of it in my life. Makes no goddamn sense. What are you talking about?
Also, sorry to any British person who cares, question mark?
I feel like the number of British people who care about monarchical power is dwindling. I feel like Britain, more than anyone, is waiting for the Queen to die.
Yeah, but then there's about like 7,000 other people waiting in line.
There is a line, though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, rather than the British people, I think most of the people who really can't wait for her to die are all the places she's fucking colonized. In which case, yeah, I'm on their side. Sorry, Britain. Sorry, not sorry. Y'all are fucking colonizers. I don't feel bad. Making fun of your monarch, who is actually the OG colonizer, sort of, because some of those colonies were established in her lifetime. It's something about government. Bestowing knighthood is normally conducted within the palace. However, it has become customary for the Queen's ceremony to take place outside to allow the public to see the glory. Obviously, there will be copious amounts of security, and since the public can attend, there will be a grand turnout. Oh, and also, it was at this event that Van Helsing was given the greatest title a knight can receive, the Most Excellent Order. Wow! You really are amazing, Van Helsing!
So, we burst into the ceremony, then make them promise in front of everyone there that they won't lay a finger on Victor. Because this will totally work.
Uh-huh. Isn't it dangerous to do something like this in front of so many people?
That's why it's so genius, because they'll think it's stupid.
No, it's so that they have public proof.
That's what makes it so great. We'll make a showy entrance to create the illusion that Victor has powerful backers. The other benefit is that we can use all the civilians there as hostages.
Okay, Lupin.
Oh, Lupin.
It really is on the side of, like, morality is gray and it's in line with whatever the fuck I say it is.
Yeah.
I can't steal for myself.
But I can hold these
But
people
for
as
someone else,
hostages.
I can do whatever the fuck I want. We can't do that. That would make us actual terrorists if we involved innocent people. Yes, I think it's too dangerous.
All part of the plan. We're laying it all out for the Queen to make it easier for her to make that decision.
What do you mean?
This is what he means. If the Queen were to obey the commands of a terrorist, her authority would crumble. But if she makes a painful decision in order to save her people, her rule will become even more solidified.
You're awfully considerate even of your blackmailee. The petal of gentleman thief shines brighter than usual today.
Of course.
I think I don't fully understand what a gentleman is anymore.
Fair. That's good, AC. That's a normal reaction. Yet, she may say she'll release Victor in that moment, only to take back her words later. Shouldn't we be considering the possible risks we might be facing? A battle of wills against Queen Victoria is no small thing. I can't imagine that she would fall for this ploy so easily.
Leave that to me. In true Lupin form, I'll call her bluff.
Victor's a werewolf.
Yep. Or is it Lupin that's the werewolf then? I feel like Lupin seems more werewolf-like. Probably the hair.
Probably the hair. Also the name.
Yes. But I mean, like, can you imagine Victor? This Victor Frankenstein becoming a werewolf. Ow!
Ow!
Really, our audience comes for stupidity. We don't offer anything else.
We offer less. Less of everything else each stream and just more stupidity each stream.
We offer half a brain cell at best.
That's pretty generous of you.
I said at best.
That's very generous of you. You offer laughs.
A good company.
Lupin
We offer stupidity, which I suppose is equivalent to laughs.
If that's your humor.
I mean, we offer laughs that aren't based in being a dickwad.
Yes.
Especially in being a dickwad to, like, marginalized groups.
Yes.
So, I feel like that, evens out. I'll take it.
Lupin nods firmly in response to Victor's words. Yes, heart, 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 heart. The knighting ceremony takes place in exactly 5 days. Why don't we begin our preparations? After that, we start to prepare for the negotiation to come. It's heart.
It's hard.
My brain wanted to say something, but then it literally forgot what it was going to say as it was forming the words.
Koala, it's so cute.
Oh, it is. It's so adorable.
And I like the little bee. I think it's more for non-binary, but it's really, really cute.
Yes.
Also, non-binary and Ace have such overlapping colors anyway.
Yeah. We use an automobile to carry the ornithopter into an alley near a certain hotel in the city.
Yeah. Non-binary is super cute. Oh no, I don't have mod view on right now.
Okay.
Please handle.
Boop.
Thanks. And I will turn on mod view.
Time to get bopped.
It's been a while since we got one of those bots.
No, we got one like a week or two ago.
Did we?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
But they've been a lot less common.
We got one as we were talking about something specific. And then it popped up. Reported it for you, thanks. But it has been bopped. Because most people joke we slammed down the band hammer. This is so we can land right in front of Queen Victoria as she appears at the beginning of the ceremony. Aside from that, we double-checked and procured items to protect ourselves as well as secured our escape route. But since the plan is merely to get us in front of Queen Victoria, there were no complicated contraptions like on the train. On the day of the mission, we planned to go to the hotel that we have placed the ornithopter behind.
Wait, but here's the most important question. Since that previous time of trying to capture Fennis,
Yeah.
have they made the ornithopter meant to fit more than one person at a time?
For comedy, I'm gonna say no.
Probably not. But, like, really? This feels important.
I mean, yes.
You want me to house it? How dare you? Why would I?
potato. Oh, you sweet little potato. From Deli's response, it seems he's not very willing to cooperate. However, he begrudgingly agrees to stay at the mansion since he doesn't know of any other places he could go to kill time.
He already staying at the mansion anyway.
Yeah, but it was basically...
It's really just fine. Only because I'm too young to know where else to go.
I'm too baby to do anything.
Well, I guess it's acceptable, but I do not understand why I should have to take care of Cece.
Because dogs can't take care of themselves?
Because you're such a responsible and mature adult to take care of this dog. Normally, I wouldn't bother attending to the needs of an animal, but I'll do it for him.
Your Daddy loves Cece. He does look rather pleased about caring for Cece, though. This is dumb, I hate it, but like, I don't mind taking care of the dog, though, but I hate it!
Do you want to be Deli? Sounds like you want to be Deli.
No.
Alright, we're all ready.
Are we, though? They had the option.
Ready as we're going to be in this house full of stupid geniuses.
This is the stupidest plan that they could have thought of. Like, it seems
what hasn't been, honestly?
Like, it seems like they've been escalating in stupidity, right? But it seems like they kind of are jumping. What?
Every chapter they just get stupider and stupider.
But it seems like at this point they're starting to jump the shark here.
What? They're jumping the Sharky?
Yes. Where it was like, okay, how can we top ourselves? We already have a vampire child. We already were like a kidnapping on a train station. Oh, I know.
We invited Van Helsing to live with us after he nearly killed us.
I know.
Oh, how do we top that? We invite the child who wants to kill him to live with us.
But I know how we can top everything. We blackmailed the Queen of England.
In public.
In public. In front of a huge crowd. What'd you say?
The Queen.
What'd you say?
We commit a terrorist plot against the Queen in public. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think there's any escalating here.
What chapter number is it?
Like, 5 or 6.
I think it's 6. Because I think 5 is Vampire Wreck. Let me check.
But, like, isn't there, like, 13 chapters or some garbage?
Yeah, but the last 5 are routes.
Okay, but that still means that, like, we have another chapter of this stupidity.
No, we're on 6. 5 is Vampire's Requiem. We're on 6.
And when
we have 2 more chapters after this.
Oh, we have 2 more chapters before the route starts.
Uh-huh.
So the route doesn't start till 9?
Oh, yeah, sorry. The last 5 chapters of the 13. The first 8 are common. But not that common. But it's kind of like Arcade Spirits. Like, we can skip a lot, but there are times when you want to choose the other characters.
Yeah.
For fun.
Yeah.
And then there's the fact that, like, you didn't perfectly follow this guide, but the other characters were gonna want to follow this guide.
Yeah, I mean, but I wasn't planning on following the guide.
I know. And I've kind of let you pick whatever you want, because I'm just like, yeah, okay. I'm gonna nudge us towards Impey because I want us to do the Impey route first, but...
But yes, the other routes we're going to be following the guide.
Guide.
The guide.
The guide.
Oh, Yugi boy. Okay. Shut up, Rain. I had the option of staying as well, but everyone agreed that my skills would be of good use during the mission.
All that one coworker that you hate so much, in the Kaiba voice, right? You practice and everything?
What? Oh no. And Kaiba, that's Pegasus.
Sorry, Pegasus voice.
Kaiba's
I'm
Brock.
hungry, okay? I'm hungry and I'm not thinking because, like, there's food in the fridge and I need to cook the food.
Kaiba's literally Brock's voice, but take out the thirsty. And add in just anger. Boom. Kaiba. I know it's important to stay alert and keep my defenses up. But more than that, I'm so happy to hear everyone say that they needed my help. The day of the mission. Okay, time to go. Bye! Joking. I hear a firework.
Made it 2-hour mark. We've barely passed the 1-hour mark.
And we spent most of the time making random noises and talking Pokemon. Stop making me laugh!
No.
Stop making the shark laugh. He's gonna drown in the water.
Be able to laugh underwater.
What?
Sharks should be able to laugh underwater.
How do you know?
They should be able to. If sharks can laugh, they should be able to laugh underwater.
But, like, what if they laugh and then they stop moving and then they die?
You're not allowed to die.
So I need to always be moving? Is that why I move around in my sleep?
Yeah, I guess.
To breathe?
Uh-huh.
The Sharky lore is deep.
There's deep sharky lore. Hope Magic is taking notes. Hope everyone's taking notes.
So there was a thing that I saw Joe retweet that was like, oh, instead of like what's your what's it called, like what constellation you're born under or whatever, it was like what's your D&D class based on when you're born. And I wanted to make a joke of being like, am I a warrior or am I a warlock, because they're both December. I'm like, the world will never know. And then the silence kills all.
I would like Facebook to stop trying to tell me about posts from 15 years ago. I don't want to think about 15 years ago. Thank you.
Jeez, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Was I even born
Also,
then?
it's kind of terrifying that I've had Facebook for 15 fucking years.
Yeah, that is kind of terrifying. I don't even, like...
Though I hardly use it.
Yeah, I only use it for Messenger still, for a few people. Like...
Yeah, I migrated off the people who I talk to the most, like you. But there's a few people who still talk to me on there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few...
As it goes.
Yeah, I mean, you can't migrate everyone off of it. Unless you start using
Tragically.
unless you start using actual text messages.
I want to be able to use my Obey Me stickers everywhere. To all of my messages.
Well, sorry, I don't think you can use them in Discord.
I can if I add them as custom emotes. I don't participate in any Discord that I don't run.
I don't even participate. Nah, actually, that's true. There's like 3 Discords I participate in.
Were you about to lie, Sharky?
Oh no, Sharky lying.
I know. Further reinforcing his position as the lying liar who lies.
I'm not a lying liar who lies.
You sure?
Yeah.
Looks like you are.
Well, that's mean.
Uh-huh. So is lying, but you do it anyway.
Chat, am I a lying liar who lies?
You've literally been caught on stream being a lying liar who lies. That's where it came from.
I hear fireworks going off far away. We are staying in a room at a hotel some distance from Buckingham Palace. Victor, looking out the window anxiously, takes a nervous breath.
It looks like they're starting. I need to make this work. For all of our sakes.
Relax, Vicky. We've gone through some bad scraps in the past. We can handle this.
Vicky Frankenstein.
Vicky Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. Oh, we're going even further.
Vicky Frankenstein. Yeah. I'm coming along with you, so you needn't worry if anything comes up. I'll just shoot him.
With rock salt.
Anything will not be coming up ever. Alright, everyone, it's almost time. Get ready.
I'll stay here and wait with Impey. I'll help with the escape on the Ornithopter if something happens. Do I have everything right?
Jeez, the music just suddenly cut out.
Hmm?
The music just went from like, fanfare to
It was just like, no.
No, you do not have anything right.
I'm wrong. Only ever wrong.
Foolish mortal. Lupin looks like he's about to agree, then suddenly froze his brow.
What's the matter, Lupin?
Shh, quiet. This is strange. Looks like anything did come up. The gentleman thief's plan never do measure up, do they? Van Helsing sighs and continues cleaning his gun. Hey now, you're an all-star? Don't scare me. Do you feel some sort of presence?
There's a ghost. A ghost is interfering with our plans.
Oh, Soink Scoop, there's a ghost.
Yeah, just read Impey as Shaggy.
This voice to Shaggy's would be so funny, but Shaggy's not that thirsty. Just the opposite. There are no footsteps from the floors above or below us. We're alone in this hotel right now.
That way.
How can you even tell that? Are you wizards or something? Oh, jeez! Suddenly, there's a high-pitched mechanical squeal from outside. Testing, testing. That voice. We're probably all picturing the same face right now. This is Captain Rempartley Yeah, blah, 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 I didn't scat.
You didn't. But it seems worth clipping anyway.
No! This is Captain Rampart Leonhardt of the Royal Family Guard. This hotel is surrounded by 200 British soldiers. Surrender, now!
Right, I can't clip right now.
Good. Good.
Captain Leonhardt?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's he doing here?
Isn't it obvious? The government must have been made aware of our plans.
That's impossible. There's no way they could have caught on. I'm so careful to cover my tracks. Van Helsing, looking out through a different window, responds. There's no denying it. There's no denying that we're surrounded. If what this Leonhardt says is true, 200, huh? Might be trouble. You think this is what's called a dire situation?
What are we going to do?
Lupin falls silent, looking serious. After a brief silence, it isn't Lupin who speaks first. It's Victor.
Change of plans. I'll draw their attention. You guys get out of here.
What?
That's my line.
But also, what?
What? Leonhardt is the captain of Victoria's personal guard. He works under different orders than Twilight. If that's the case, then he's only after me, alone. I'll tell them that I threatened you to shelter me and act alongside me. But what will happen to you? It'll be fine. I'll negotiate after I've been captured. I'll get through this.
Victor cuts the conversation short, as if to say that he won't accept any opposition. Gosh dang it! I don't know what to say.
Really? You don't know what to say?
Yeah, I'm kind of speechless.
Self-sacrifice, man goes, go on ahead. I'll sacrifice myself first, and then we'll negotiate. It's fine. You don't know what to say?
Yeah, I
You're
mean,
just gonna let him do it.
yeah, it's fine. You can go sacrifice yourself. Goodbye.
Ouch, Sharky.
What?
Ouch.
Look, I would probably do the same thing. Just being like, you guys all go. I'll just sacrifice myself.
It'd be a bad fucking idea.
It's fine.
Who will let you do this? It's too early to start sacrificing ourselves to help everyone.
Yeah, we got like 8 more chapters. Everyone looks at me in shock.
What's the matter? Oh, it's just that you never really raise your voice like that. But I can't just let you give yourself up for this.
Victor smiles gently. Yeah, me neither. My thoughts with her. Mine too.
I appreciate the sentiment. But this is probably the only way.
If there's a will, there isn't a way.
Wait, there's a will? Are you trying to tell me that any of these characters have a will?
No. One of them's name is secretly Will.
Is it Saint Germain? Because we don't know his first name.
Exactly. Victor, I reject your idea.
What? Why?
True, we're surrounded by the army, but there's always the possibility Twilight could take you away from the army's grasp.
That's...
Twilight will use any means they can. They could hide you from the government on their own and torture you. Then, they will extract information on this girl's whereabouts from you, and then we'll all be in trouble. And you, Arsène Lupin, I know you're in there as well. Expect proper retribution for what you've done. I swear I'll see you in chains for interference with public duties. That old man sounds more upset about me than he is about Victor. What did poor little me do?
Then Lupin may prove to be a better decoy than Victor. Superman's like, yeah, see, Victor, you don't need to sacrifice yourself. We'll just sacrifice Lupin. It's fine. But no matter the case, the ideal situation is one in which none of us are captured. If even one of us gets caught, there's a chance that all of us will be placed at risk as a consequence. I think so too. Victor, this problem is bigger than just you now. You guys.
It's okay. If it really comes down to it, we'll throw you at them and run, so don't worry.
No, Impey, we only do that to you.
Hey!
Impey, you're terrible.
What? I was just kidding. That was a joke. Stop glaring at me like that. It's strangely attractive.
And bonk. Thank you, everyone.
Except you, Impey. He smiles for a moment, then his expression becomes serious once again.
There's one left. There's one thing left that we can do. Let's force our plan forward. What does that mean? We'll split into a diversion team and a negotiation team and act separately. While the diversion team diverts the enemy's attention, the negotiation team pushes past the guards to the ornithopter. Then they'll go straight to the ceremony and barge in from the sky, speak with Victoria and negotiate for our safety.
If she's even there.
I mean, it's a public ceremony.
Yeah, but
it does worse for the public perception. If it's like, actually, JK, the knighting ceremony is canceled because we're scared of some terrorists. Worst case, if the diversion team is caught, I promise I'll get you out.
I'll go along with it if I must, but this is one crazy plan. Crazier than our original plan, which is already pretty crazy.
Uh-huh.
It's the only choice we have. Situation won't improve if we continue to lay low here.
Either way, it sounds positively stimulating.
Right then. We're all going along with Victor's plan. How about you, AC?
Yes, I'm fine.
Oh, man.
Oh, man?
Yeah.
Are you fine?
Am I ever fine? What is the definition of fine?
Finely ground? Coffee?
Then no, I am not fine because I am not coffee.
Should I be making a An espresso at 8:22 p.m.?
No?
Oh.
I'll send Lupin and accomplices. This is your final warning. Surrender now or who knows what will happen to you. Sheesh. When did that old man's top priority become capturing me? Maybe it was when I stole all his vampire relics.
Or taking AC from under his nose and impersonating him in the process. Hey, AC? What exactly did Lupin do to Leonhardt? Huh? He rescued me from them.
He likely takes pride in his work and his position. He's not a bad man, just a bit of a blowhard. I bear him no ill will, but he needs to be silenced for a bit. Van Helsing quickly loads his shotgun and places himself against one side of the window. When he reaches out to open it, suddenly something flies into the room, breaking the window. Smoke begins pouring out of the object. It's tear gas. Everyone, out of the room! He shouts, and we all leave the room as if the gas was chasing us. But a row of soldiers are standing in the hall waiting for us. You're all so prepared. I don't remember that old man being this efficient. It's like a Sholmes is involved.
You should always expect the unexpected. I thought that would be second nature to you.
Sholmes. Single man steps out in front of the soldiers.
You're much better at falling into traps than I'd hoped. I have to thank you for making my job so much easier.
It makes sense now. Herlock Sholmes. You're the one acting behind the scenes here.
Honors me that one of the century's greatest thieves, Arsène Lupin, knows my name. Sholmes, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just trying to capture you, don't worry.
I told you, like a week ago, the next time we meet, we would be enemies. I told you already. What the fuck do you mean? What am I doing here? Have you already forgotten what transpired a few days ago? I was hired by the government to assist them in their investigations. I told you that when we next we met, it would be as foes. As I recall, I told both you and the gentleman over there. You're a man of your word. Leonhardt has requested the arrests of both Victor Frankenstein and Arsène Lupin. He probably can't stand the fact that the man he let escape is continuing to commit acts of terrorism.
How did you know we would be here today?
I have a massive number of criminological statistics stored right here.
Sholmes taps his forehead with a finger.
I tried predicting your next move based on your previous crimes, and I'm pleased to say my analysis proved correct. The greatest thief of the century is still simply a criminal. This plan of yours is lacking in originality.
That was uncalled for.
No offense was intended. Now, let's end this meaningless chatter and get you all arrested.
Sholmes, you gotta be more original. Rude.
No, it wasn't you gotta be more original. It was, well, at the end of the day, you're not that original. No offense, though. Anyway, let's stop talking and get you arrested. I have these handcuffs.
Holmes snaps his fingers and the soldiers surrounding us start to close in. I suppose we have no other choice. He begins to lift his gun, but Victor grabs the barrel, lowering it. The two exchange a glance, then Victor lifts forward once again.
I apologize, but I can't be captured just yet. Well, and good to say, but all your exits have been blocked. This hallway, the hotel lobby, and even the streets are blockaded.
Ah, but you know what's not blockaded? The windows.
There's no way out. Yes, there is. Just one.
Victor throws a test tube from his pocket. Not towards the enemy, but at his own feet. Everyone is puzzled for a moment at this strange action. Then, with this good Lord, brain.
Your brain short-circuited because it wasn't through the window.
Error. Did not process this route. Then, with a spectacular crash, the floor falls through.
What? Did it mute me the first time? It muted me the first time, didn't it?
Yeah.
AC.
Victor catches me in an embrace as we fall. We land on the floor below us together.
Are you alright? Yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
Though Victor is a little shaky himself, he stands me up on my feet. Whoa! That was scary. Let's get the heck out of here. We all start running together as a team.
Wow, friendship.
We run down the hall, then use the stairs to go all the way down to the ground floor. We head to for the rear entrance. So far, we haven't seen any soldiers. Was that some kind of bomb that explodes in the direction of its impact? That would be a pretty handy gadget.
To be honest, it was a gamble, but I'm glad it worked out. Now what shall we do?
The Count looks as cool as always. How is he so calm and collected?
I don't know what to do.
Let's keep going with Victor's plan. Me, Van Helsing, and Saint Germain will handle the enemies around the hotel. A mere 200 of them don't pose a threat. Didn't you say earlier that this is a problem if there's 200?
Well, he was like, oh, this could pose a problem. He didn't say it was a threat. Impey called it a dire situation. But a problem isn't necessarily a threat. It could just be an inconvenience. Not very good at roughhousing, but I suppose we've no other choice.
AC, you go with Victor. Got it?
Fine. I'll leave this to you. Oh, I was quite certain you would opt to stay behind, knowing your personality. That's good judgment, Miss Stacy.
That's fine. As long as I'm here, they'll never be able to overpower us.
So cocky.
We continue to run. We're almost at the hotel's rear entrance. Then suddenly...
Watch out.
Saint Germain pushes me aside and a sharp sound cracks through the air. Whoa! What now? The Count quickly pushes me behind him, and several Twilight soldiers come dashing around the corner ahead of us. Get out of the way. Van Helsing's quick gunfire blows away the approaching enemies in an instant.
There's Twilight here. They heard the awoo earlier.
What uwu?
Awoo!
Well, that's not an uwu. That's an awoo.
I said awoo.
Oh, I heard you say they heard the uwu earlier.
Well, you heard wrong.
And I'm like, what the flip uwu? Magic's not here. The police and military always make a show of taking action. I'm sure it was easy for Twilight to find out about it. As he speaks, several more Twilight troops appear and block our way. They just keep coming. So prepared. As Van Helsing steps forward, Saint Germain puts out a hand to stop him.
Okay. Count? You go ahead. Especially you, Van Helsing. You have the important task of keeping the army's soldiers at bay. ...
Fine. Let's go. Everyone begins to move at this.
Can we really just leave him?
There won't be a problem. I can tell from the way he carries himself. That Count is highly skilled.
At counting.
Yeah, we got Count Von Count here.
Uh-huh.
They won't stand a chance against him. I'm sure he'll handle them in an instant. Finally, an exit! Let's get the...
Oh!
out of this place! Impey kicks down the door and the sunlight rushes in at us. This is where we had concealed the ornithopter. About 20 armed soldiers are positioned here surrounding the machine. They have their guns pointed at us.
Okay.
Bro?
Soldiers here too. Okay, now I'll be right back.
Well, hello, chat. What shall we talk about in the time that Satan is not here? Because it's just you and me now. Hello. Hope everyone's having fun tonight. Oh man. Sorry, I'm a little yawny. It's been a long day. Like the music though. The music's pretty good. Really fits the mood. Hoy! Hoy Melik. Speaking of Pokemon, Melik, have you started Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl or whichever one it's called? That every time they made the hashtag BDSP, that my brain immediately saw BDS, and I'm like, ah, yes, Pokemon BDSM. Wait, that's wrong. Because really, like, my brain doesn't like finishing to read things before it starts jumping to conclusions.
I came back for a second, and I think it was Pokemon again. Is Pokemon done?
No, I mean, yeah, I wasn't real. I just asked Malik, I'm like, oh, have you started the game? And that was really about it. Like, nothing else has been said. Also, I said that, like, it's called, the acronym was BDSP, and my brain always substituted the P for M.
Oh.
So every time I like, saw it, my brain thought it said Pokemon BDSM.
That's concerning.
Yeah, well...
Like, a lot concerning, actually.
I'm sorry.
Sharky, what kind of kinky shit are you into?
Wow. Wow. No.
I don't know. Pokemon BDSM sounds pretty kinky.
I'm into nothing. I'm sorry my brain doesn't work properly. I hate to admit it, but it looks like Sholmes really did see through our plans. Oh, Sen Lupin, finally found you. It's time for you to give in at last. Leonhardt appears from behind the soldiers. It's like that old man doesn't even care about Victor anymore. I will capture you right...
He never did.
Yeah, that's the secret, Cap. He never did.
But I thought he was a captain.
Shh, there's more than one captain. I will capture you right now and clear my name. Lupin and accomplices, give yourselves up now! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What did we do? We've had so many close calls, I don't know what to do anymore! It's easy. They can see through our plans, then there's only one thing left to do. Defeat them by force.
And Halsing's like, alright, there's only one thing left to do. Beat the shit out of them.
Oh, man.
I've been waiting for this. You guys keep stopping me. I've been waiting to beat someone up.
Oh man, all of our fancy plans failed. What happens when our plans fail? We get violent.
We pew pew.
Do they actually think they can stop me with this handful of peons?
So cocky.
You! How could you defy the government when you're supposed to be a hero? I threw away any accolades a long time ago. I have no regrets. You threw it away. How dare you treat an honorable title given to you by Her Majesty that way? Arrest him for...
Lèse Majesté? I would guess.
Is that French?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lèse Majesté, I think.
Van Helsing moves before any of the troops can react to Leonhardt's commands.
I have to look that up.
A series of explosion goes... Brain? Start working correctly, please.
Yes, lèse majesté, the insulting of a monarch or other ruler. Treason. A French term meaning to do wrong to majesty.
Interesting. The more you know. A series of explosions goes off at the soldier's feet and a cloud of dust rises.
Ah! Damn.
I can't see a thing! Victor, we'll clear the path. Run.
This way, AC.
We don't care about you, Impey. Victor.
He's fine. He's durable, remember?
Oh yeah, you can take a shotgun blast, like point blank.
Mm-hmm.
Victor takes my hand and starts running through the cloud. Phew! They didn't break it. Now hurry up and get in.
But which cloud? Is it Google Cloud? Is it AWS? Is it Microsoft Azure?
No, it's Cloud Strife.
They just start clipping through Cloud Strife. Perfect.
I'm so dumb. Why do I say things? Now hurry up and get in. It's time for a great escape into the skies. Victor and I have already jumped into the ornithopter before Impey, and he causes it to lift off. The ornithopter rises into the air, stirring the air around it with wind. Are you intent on reaching Her Majesty? I swear on my honor, I will not allow this. Leonhardt grabs the side of the ornithopter as it lifts off, attempting to drag it down. Because of this, the ornithopter begins to lean dangerously to the side. Whoa! Hey, the balance!
Sorry, Captain. I'm going to have to put you to sleep for a bit.
Victor hits Leonhardt in the face with a test tube.
Ouch.
And he tumbles to the ground and falls right to sleep.
He threw a test tube that sounds like it shattered on his face.
Yes, it did.
Like, more than... How is that an anesthetic? More than the stuff inside the test tube. You have glass broken on your face, dude.
And then immediately falls asleep and falls to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
while hanging on to the ornithopter. I mean, I don't think they're that high yet.
Yeah, but that would still hurt your back.
Depending what way you crumple down.
True.
I'm still a little bit more concerned about the glass that was apparently broken freshly on his face, though. Was that another anesthetic? Yep. It's a little on the strong side.
Rip Leonhardt. Dead, will never be seen again.
A little on the strong side.
Yes!
Says someone who just blasted a hole through the floor.
Now that our path is clear, full speed ahead! The ornithopter begins to fly through the air at tremendous speed as it releases a copious amount of steam.
How fast?
It didn't quite have the horsepower to carry 3 people before. I made a new device that releases built-up steam from the steam engine in order to provide more thrust. What do you think, huh? It's so fast and smooth, right?
Impey! Watch where you're going!
Ah, so Impey didn't build more room in the ornithopter, he just made it go fast.
Uh-huh.
Whoa!
Which I guess is important for a getaway.
Impey barely avoids a chimney and continues to speed up. A chimney in the clouds.
Well.
Express flight for 2 to Buckingham Palace. Next stop, Queen Victoria. True to Impey's words, Buckingham Palace gets bigger and bigger as we close in. Then, something floats up from behind the palace. Oh man, that's a military airship from the British Airborne Knights. It sounds like the floating ship fires something at us. Suddenly, something whooshes past the side of the ornithopter. Fire raises from the city behind us.
Wait, so you're just... What Impey's saying?
Whoa! They're seriously shooting at us? We're in the middle of London here. Guess they don't care about casualties.
You make him sound so whiny sometimes.
Yep.
Sure, that's Twilight working without the Crown's direction. It would be a great inconvenience to them if we met the Queen. If it's an inconvenience for Twilight, does that mean it's convenient for us? AC, really? Yeah. Impey, you've got to dodge their attacks and get us to the knighting ceremony.
Okay, time to play the Code Realize shmup.
If there was a mini game like how they have in Loving Evil, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Seriously? I mean, I knew I had to, but it's not going to be easy.
Impey, please!
Leave it to me, my lady. Get ready to have your minds blown by my out-of-this-world flight maneuvers. Gotta just rotate this JPEG a little bit. And zoom in. True to his word, Impey guides the ornithopter with surprising dexterity. If even a single shot had hit us, the ornithopter would have been blown to bits. But he continues to avoid the shells, dodging and weaving past shot after shot. We finally arrive right above the palace. The power of love is invincible. Don't get that song stuck in my head, Impey. He proceeds to drive the ornithopter straight into the middle of the ceremony. Feels like we're about to crash. You completely cut out of that line.
Is it a plane? Is it a bird?
No, it's Superman. A machine. I saw it at the World's Fair. It's an ornithopter.
Yours is getting closer.
Your Majesty, please stand back. I can hear the crowd's uproar from all the way up here. You can also see many soldiers running towards a woman. Could that be the Queen? I don't have much time to observe my surroundings as the machine speeds straight towards the ground. We're going to come to a sudden stop, so make sure you don't bite your tongue. The ornithopter begins to pull out of its power dive and groaning as our path curves upwards. Oh, but this isn't enough to kill the momentum. We kick up a cloud of dirt as we carve our way across the ground and finally stop. The fact that the machine is now touching the ground brings me great relief. I heave a great sigh.
Was that a successful landing?
It depends on how you're defining successful right now. Are you defining successful landing as you're in one piece? Then yes.
Great.
If you're defining it as
As literally anything else.
what is this?
What is what?
Melik, my shining pearl just had a glitch. Wish I had a picture, but it called my Badoo, named Rosa, Diamond Face when at the evolution screen. Once it became Roselia, the nickname was right again. Diamond Face.
Yup.
That is so weird.
That's hilarious.
Like, I wonder how that would have happened.
Looks like it. Thanks, Impey. That was some fantastic flying.
That's the type of stuff where I'm like, man, recording would have been great right now.
Hmm?
Recording it would have been great. Like, then you have proof that these things are happening.
I mean, I think we believe it,
Yeah, I
even
know.
without the proof, but alright.
No, I mean, but yes, I believe it, but it's like, wow. Like, that's so interesting. I'm glad we didn't all end up at the gates of heaven. We all climb out onto the ground amidst the dumbfounded crowd.
Who are they?
Sorry. Man, with the glasses. Isn't that the violent terrorist Victor Frankenstein?
Frankenstein?
As confused voices rise up around us, the cloud of dirt slowly settles. A woman, surrounded by soldiers, appears in our view, standing on a stage right in front of us. Want to end when we're done here?
Well, we're probably approaching done with the scene.
Yeah, so like when we're done with this scene.
Yeah.
How dare you act with such disrespect before Her Majesty? This is unforgivable. Her Majesty, the Queen.
Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot.
So this is Queen Victoria after all. She's very beautiful.
Queen Victoria, boobalicious. And also,
Wait,
as you're going to see in a moment. Hmm?
please say that one more time so I know I heard you correctly.
Queen Victoria, boobalicious.
Okay, so I did hear you correctly.
Look at her design.
I was going to say she looks like a bumblebee.
Well, as I was saying beforehand, and I was like, oh, I don't know if we'll actually make it this far, though. Bees.
Ah,
Just wait.
bees. But at the same time, she's a woman with so much power that the tension in the air is almost palpable. Surround them! Don't let them escape! Soldiers around the area all aim their guns at us at once. Out of the frying pan and into the fire. I'm gonna cry. If we utter the wrong words at this moment, they won't hesitate to shoot us.
Don't panic. Stay calm.
I try to tell myself this, but I can't gather my thoughts properly. As this is going on, Victor takes a firm step towards Queen Victoria with a determined look.
Soldiers, it would be unwise to shoot me.
Victor calls this out in a confident voice. His gaze seems cold-hearted somehow. It's like he isn't his usual self. Right now, I would have I would believe that he is an actual terrorist, ready to deliver certain death to all those around him.
Nobody move. One step and you die. I've planted bombs throughout the ceremonial grounds. This radio switch controls their detonation.
Radio. Ether?
Aether? I guess?
Some games pronounce it ether.
No.
The electronic radio has yet to be invented. However, a way of communication using vibration in the ether has been developed. It is used by the military and government along with some wealthy individuals.
I love her expression here, though. She's just like, oh, what's happening? Oh, hello there.
Well, isn't this interesting? Victor raises a small device into the air. Screams ring out from within the audience. That's the toy he had me make for him.
A toy? You're really saying that out loud right now?
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Detonation switch my patootie. I look around at the Queen while I listen to Impey's whispers. If they catch us in this lie, there's a 99% chance we'll be executed.
Stand.
What?
Every single person here is a precious subject of my nation. None of this is worth any loss of life.
As you command, Your Majesty. I'm underground, so occasionally I get notices that someone has come in or out of the underground. I just saw one that says Diamond Face returned to the surface. Maybe the game got a couple wires crossed.
I guess. Probably.
Pokemon Wire Simulator.
A bug like that. But why would they be getting... They shouldn't be storing that variable anywhere near each other.
Yeah, for Pokemon names and, like, underground...
Because one is networked and one isn't.
Yeah.
Or at least you would assume it's not.
I would hope Pokemon names are not networked.
At least until you put them up to, like, trade or something.
Yeah. And at that point, like...
Although Pokemon did funky things way back.
Well, I mean...
To, like, conserve on space.
Yeah, to conserve on space.
That was the thing, like the missing no stuff.
Yeah, and why you can, like, get to level 256 Pokemon, and, you can also, like, depending on the... like the stat.
Okay, wait, no, I need to eat dinner. We need to get through the scene. I'm hungry.
I'm sorry. This stuff is just interesting to me.
It is interesting, but I'm hungry. I want to go eat. You can discuss it in Discord after.
The car is standing near the Queen. I'm gonna fall asleep after this. Near the Queen.
Well, that's a you problem.
Because I'm tired. And the soldiers lower their guns.
Good. Everybody stand still. My accomplices are watching all of this. If anyone tries anything funny, this entire area will become a sea of flames. Your Highness, have the guards stand at a distance. I want to speak with you, alone. Fine.
Victoria glances at her guards. In a matter of seconds, the area around us is deserted. They're probably all watching this situation breathlessly. But other than that, other than the speakers, Impey and I are probably the only ones who can overhear this conversation.
Oh, well, Dr. Frankenstein. When was the last time I saw your face? 2 years ago, Your Highness. 2 years. Is that all? I feel as if it was decades ago. What's so funny? It's delightful to watch you try so hard. You treated me with such respect only 2 years ago. Now you're acting like a little puppy who won't do as he's told. Queen Victoria, how can you say that, knowing what you did in the... There's no need to raise your voice. I can hear you, Doctor. Did you come all the way here just to complain to me? I'm done complaining now. I came here to negotiate with you. Don't look so angry. What is this about? Retract my wanted status. Also, guarantee my safety from this point on. Grant me pardon for this act as well. That's all I ask. ...
There is a brief silence. At this moment, there's no room for Impey or me to intervene. All we can do is sit tight and listen to the exchange between Victor and the Queen, and try to guess the outcome of their talk.
It's between Satan and Satan.
And the Queen sneers at Victor.
Dr. Frankenstein, are you telling me that you, a mere scientist, mean to threaten me, the Queen of the British Empire?
Yes.
I'm prepared to forgive you, if you agree to work for Britain once again. I will never again assist you in your ambition. I see. And I have no use for you. Would you like to die with your companions? You don't have any power in this situation. I do. And what power do you have that you could change my mind? I prepare to release the secrets regarding that which you so desire to other nations. I've given copies of this information to a number of compatriots. If anything should happen to me, all of Europe will know.
The special knowledge Victor possesses is his only real bargaining chip in this negotiation. But the Queen simply looks amused at this threat.
Huh, that is interesting. It seems you've changed, Dr. Frankenstein. Is it the influence of your friends? I'm not here to make small talk. What about the lady over there? Is she your friend?
The Queen suddenly looks over at us. Her glance feels sticky and clings to me.
Like honey? Wait, now we can see her actual sprite. Like, about looking like a bee.
Yeah. Well, it also doesn't help her literal, like, brooch?
Uh-huh.
Is a literal bee on it.
Uh-huh.
They knew what they were doing.
Well, she is the queen bee.
That's terrible.
Well, no, I mean in the sense of, like, all the soldiers have had honeycombs and stuff on them.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Yeah, you'll see it when the guards and whatever show up again.
Oh,
they have honeycombs on their hats.
This is terrible. The pun...
England, land of bees, apparently. What a beautiful girl. She's like a porcelain doll. And, I knew I'd seen someone with similar feel about them before. The little boy, Kenneth. He has that same doll-like appearance. How strange. How are you so similar to the little one? You seem agitated, Dr. Frankenstein. This is getting more interesting by the moment. That one is full of secrets. Little girl, if you're connected to Finis' secret somehow, I'm afraid I'll want to keep you.
Oh, that's creepy. She gives me a long stare. Her gaze feels like it's touching me directly. I take a step back. Impey steps in front of me as if to hide me from her line of sight.
Thank you, Impey.
I thank him in a small voice, and he raises a hand and waves it.
Let's hear what you have to say in response, Your Highness. I have no problem turning this whole venue into an inferno.
A disco inferno? The queen merely smiles. Then...
So you did read the message earlier. You just didn't respond to it.
Oh, I saw like 20 minutes, or like 20 minutes before we started.
You just didn't respond to it. Enough with the petty lies. Did you really believe that you would trick Queen Alexandrina Victoria with a toy like that?
We all gasp! How could she know?
Wait, where's the Impey gasp? That reaction. It seems I was right. I have a soft spot for bad liars.
Playing dirty. She pulled the fast one on us.
Politics are a constant game of bargaining. Your childish antics don't even come close to a real negotiation. Scientists need to stop playing at politics and focus on their research. Impey, take her and stand back.
As if sensing something from Victor's serious tone, Impey says nothing and steps back with me. Once has seen that we have backed away, Victor slowly takes a leather case from his jacket. He takes out a single test tube.
This is a special liquid explosive. If I drop this on the ground, not even you would be able to escape death. Oh? I see that you're not bluffing this time around. Victor, what are you?
I try to dart towards him, but Impey stops me. Not now. Victor's one thing, but we have no idea what the Queen would do if we make a move towards them.
Yes, did I cut out?
I was about to say, I'm gonna need a butt from Satan.
No asses.
What?
There are no asses.
Okay, I'm gonna need
Except Discord. Discord's kind of being an ass right now. But...
Victor's hands are shaking slightly.
Go ahead. Do it. Death is salvation. But a coward like you would probably hesitate to take hold of a savior's hand. Okay, Christianity.
He's going to do it. He's going to kill himself and take the Queen with him.
Victor!
I break free of Impey's grasp and run towards him.
AC! No, get away from me! No, Victor, this isn't right!
I take his shaking arm and gently lower it.
You don't need to do this. No one wants you to sacrifice yourself.
Victor says nothing in response and looks down at the ground. I worry about Victor's feelings, but part of my mind is calm and understands the situation. The only leverage we have now is to release Victor's information to other countries. Even that is a lie. If she sees through this lie too, it's over for us. Look at the Queen. I can't tell what she's thinking at all behind her smiling face. There is silence, and then...
Fine, Doctor. I'm satisfied in knowing that you will not become an enemy of the state. I have no way of knowing if you are lying or speaking the truth. But if you really do take what you know outside of this country's borders, Britain as we know it will be over. but you should know that whatever relationship you have with your friends will dissolve before that comes to pass. I'll keep my end of the deal.
The Queen nods resolutely in response.
Naturally. But, Dr. Frankenstein, I believe that you are truly intelligent. A stupid genius, but intelligent. That's why I can say for certain that you aren't going through all this trouble just for the sake of your comrades. You could have fled the country long ago, yet you remain in London. Why is that? I'm quite interested. What reason do you have for staying here? In this country? In this city?
Victor says nothing and simply stares at the Queen.
Fine. I'll just keep an eye on you for now. You can have this win. Oh, Victor, just make sure not to cross me again. I'll keep that in mind.
The Queen smiles boldly. That seems to signal an end to this. Impey and I take deep breaths, and the Queen slowly walks out in front of us to look around at everyone in attendance.
My beloved subjects, there is something that I would have you know.
Victoria's clear voice fills the air.
It was proven just now that all charges placed against Victor Frankenstein were false accusations. In the name of the Crown, I proclaim his innocence and guarantee his safety. From this moment, anyone attempting to harm him or his companions without my own consent is an enemy of the British Crown.
The crowd murmurs in reaction to the Queen's words. It seems to go on forever. And that's it. I'm just going to save real quick. There we go. Yay, scene done. Right?
I was saying, I think we're at the end of the chapter.
Oh, are we? I literally couldn't hear you.
Oh, I was like, oh, right, because, I mean, that's the end of this little arc of story, right? So they're probably going to celebrate and then slightly lead into the next thing and then
So should we
end
continue
of
on
chapter,
a little
probably.
bit?
Huh?
Should we continue on a little bit?
On one hand, I'm hungry, and on the other hand, I kind of want to just finish the chapter.
It wouldn't be
As long as we hurry. Go, go, go.
So, now that that's all done, cheers! With Impey's shout, there's a sound of glasses clinking together. Ah, first drink after a hard day's work is the best.
Even though we had no choice at the time, now that I think back on it, that was one reckless plan.
Seriously, it was really close. Thanks for saving the day, Victor.
I'm so glad I finished in time.
The day after the mission, there's a luxurious meal on the table, along with a newspaper open to one particular article. False accusations. Nation shocked at revelation of Victor Frankenstein's innocence. With an article like this widely spread, we can finally rest at ease. And at last, we can throw the party that had been put on hold while we prepared for the mission. If old Leonhardt hadn't said it's the Queen's orders and called off the attack, it might have been... I don't want to say it.
The army soldiers were one thing, but the members of Twilight were really going for the kill.
I could have kept fighting without any problems. Yeah, right. I know you were almost out of ammo.
It really was amazing. That must have taken so much courage. That's nice of you to say. Honestly, I was so nervous that I can't even...
But at the same time, When Victor had come face to face with the Queen, he had seemed somehow different. He wasn't the usual kind Victor. He seemed very angry and sad at the same time.
Why are you so quiet all of a sudden, AC? Oh, it's nothing.
Hey, let's keep things cheerful. It's a rare treat that Deli joined us here. Isn't that right, Deli?
I just want potato salad. Silence! Don't call me by that wretched nickname! I was tasked with the responsibility of caring for my subordinate Cece. It is my duty to ensure that he gets fed. That's the only reason why I'm here.
Cece, eating a meal made especially for him under the table, barks in response to Deli's outburst. Deli and Cece, they kind of eat in the same way.
There's no need to eat so quickly. There's more where that came from.
I laughed and looked over at Victor.
Now that we're officially protected by order of the government, we can relax a little, right? Yeah, I suppose. For the time being. We don't know when they'll turn their backs on us again, so I think it's important for us to remain defensive. And I highly doubt that Twilight will give up on capturing you just because of this.
Don't worry about that stuff. They don't know where this mansion is and we'll still be watching out. Even then, we can still focus more on our search for Isaac than we could before.
Yes, about that. I've actually found a lead I think is promising. Really? Yes. Well, it's more like a lead to a promising lead.
Right. I mean, it's starting to feel like we're never gonna find this guy.
That would be a problem. Alright, never would be a problem. I'd at least like to track him down within the next 2 or 3 centuries.
Saint Germain, will you be alive the next 2 or 3 centuries? Are you really the vampire? Hang on, Sainty G. You know we'll all be dead by then, right?
Are vampires immortal in this universe?
I don't know.
Hi, friends. Hi, Meg. We're actually, wrapping up very soon. I think this is the end of the chapter. But hi.
Hello.
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah. Hope you're feeling okay. No. So what exactly is the lead to a lead you speak of?
About
The conversation.
what you missed was us threatening a terrorist attack on Queen Victoria, who is a bumblebee for some reason.
The conversation comes to a dead stop when we suddenly hear the doorbell ring.
Oh, do we have a visitor?
Have we ever had visitors here?
No, we haven't. Then whoever's at the door...
I didn't see you on.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's okay.
Is surely some sort of uninvited guest.
Yes, we should. I gulp. Before anyone can say anything more, the door to the room suddenly opens. All our eyes turn to the intruder at once, and he gives us a pleasant smile.
Good day, gentlemen, lady.
Sholmes?
I mean, he did say that he was going to find where we were hiding.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
There was no response, so I invited myself in. What's this? Are you in the middle of a celebration? It would appear I've dropped by at just the right moment. Crashing the party.
What do you want? Are you here to capture us?
No, I would never do that. I prefer to keep my work and my private life separate. And as you are no longer criminals, there is no need for me to arrest you. Then, Why are you here? I've come all this way to inform you that I'm no longer your enemy. You should be more grateful. I don't bring gifts, but I do have good news for you. It won't be publicized, but Victoria is openly chastising Twilight. Severely, at that. It seems the damage they brought upon London while trying to shoot you down has incurred her wrath.
Oh, those attacks.
Because of this, Twilight's activities will likely be restricted for some time.
They were too eager for success and dug their own graves. I've been embarrassed for my old workplace, but it's worked out to our advantage.
And Helsing's like, I can't believe I used to work there.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll continue their operations, but they'll certainly be more subtle about it. I don't know what Twilight is after you. Just beyond that. That is indeed good news. Thank you for coming all the way here to tell us.
The Count smiles and nods. I mean, I guess it is good news, but never mind that. How'd you find out about this place? I didn't leave any traces for you to find.
Is that so, Lupin? Then I must deduce that your housekeeping skills are subpar. You left traces everywhere.
You little...
Don't be so rude. Mr. Schultz, was it? You've already made the trip here. Why don't you come in and join some of our party food? In exchange, please keep the location of our mansion under your hat. Oh, you think you can bribe the great detective Herlock Sholmes with food?
Sholmes narrows his eyes at the Count's suggestion. Then...
Well then, don't mind if I do.
You are one easy detective to bribe.
Toying with Lupin, isn't he? I guess everyone has at least one nemesis.
Victor smiles cheerfully. He no longer has the frightening seriousness or dangerous air like he did during his conversation with the Queen. I decide to stop worrying and enjoy the moment.
It seems like you've gathered an interesting group here. Now that we're all acquainted, I think I'd like to come back once in a while to visit.
Don't you come back here. Hurry up and get out. Can't help but laugh at the desperation in Lupin's voice.
There's the chapter end.
A legal race? Okay.
Save!
Now I'll save it.
Save! We're done. I can go eat dinner. By which I mean I can go cook dinner and then not eat for another.
Thank you for joining. We'll be back
Yep.
on Sunday?
Yes. Should be.
We should be back on Sunday for more Code Realize.
Yay!
See you next time. Bye.
Thanks for joining. Bye!